Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video I have a brand new build right here right behind me. This brand new project has been a dream car of mine. It's just so exciting.
Future ahead.
Yeah, so exciting to get my hands into it and learn all the new things as a first build like this. So without further ado, let me reveal the car for y'all, and here it is. So it is a 2017 Subaru BRZ limited edition, and it's just so gorgeous. So I'm just do a quick walk around, and then we can go over some of the things that the previous owner did, and some of the highlights of this car. Here it is from the driver's side. The front end is completely disassembled here. We kind of looked at some of the damage, so we'll go over that in a bit here. And then here's the inside. Super dark tint here. Nice carbon fiber accents here on the door side, on some of the dash and some of the trim pieces in there. It's a manual, of course. You got your race bucket Alcantara style seats here, and no airbags blown, so this is a good steal, I think. So starting off, got the 5% tint all around. I believe the windshield has like a 20% tint, so this is gonna be a menace driving in the dark. With the wheels, they all have Brembo brakes, nice 17-inch alloy wheels with BC coilovers, and we have the little STI caps, kind of like that little touch there. So these were some good wheels. Not sure about the brand of the wheels, but we'll see how long they hold up. Definitely want to invest in some Michelin Pilot Sport, some nice grippy tires for this car. Moving to the back, these taillights are absolutely amazing. I believe this is an aftermarket wing here. I'm not exactly sure. You want to go ahead and turn on the lights? I think those are just the regular, the daytime or the nighttime running lights, the brake lights. And then that's when you press your brake, and then turn on the turn signal. Turn signal is sequential, and you can see there on the bottom, that's your third brake light right there. Also aftermarket. All right, you can go ahead and turn it off. So the thing with this car is we did not receive a key. I believe somebody stole it when it was at the lot and it was almost auctioned. But right before it was auctioned off, somebody came in and stole the key, which is no big deal, but can't really go around for a spin. All right, so now we're gonna go over some of the things that we need to fix and some of the challenges that we're gonna be facing. So starting from the front, go ahead, take over, Steven.
Alright, so obviously you can see we need the headlights, the whole front bumper assembly, and the cooling system.
Has a little dinger in there, so might as well go ahead and replace it.
This frame, a little bit is damaged here, so we do have to replace that. It will be a little learning curve and a bit of a challenge, but I think we'll knock it out.
Yeah, we've already gone over of what we could do. Drill out some spot welds and order that new little piece. Try to tack weld it in and get it all aligned. So shouldn't be too hard, but this is the first time doing like metal work like this, so there's gonna be a good few things we're gonna learn along the way. Rocker panel has been split open.
Split and dented.
Yeah, so what we're thinking is we can go to a welder, or like a body shop. He could go and weld that piece in.
This gap in and body fill it.
Yeah, and body fill it, work it with the body lines.
You cut and splice in a new piece.
Cut there.
From a donor car.
Cut there from a donor car, tack weld it in.
Body fill and repaint this whole side here. Blend onto every.
Yeah, basically this whole side is going to have to be repainted with the quarter panel, because we're going to be blending onto the doors to make sure the paint is, seamless and it looks OEM.
No frame damage was made here or anything. Like the main frame and structural pieces is good.
So right now we just kind of have the radiator jack, or kind of just strapped on.
Out of our way while we work down there.
Yep. So right now what we're trying to do is we're trying to we first removed this tank right here for the fluid reservoir for the windshield, and it was on our way to try to straighten this piece out. We're debating if we could straighten it out. By the looks of it, probably not. We've already found this piece. It's like $80 or something like that, and
go ahead and replace it.
yeah, the key guy was supposed to come in today, but since today's Thanksgiving, nobody's coming out or doing anything. And I guess let's try to get to work. Alright guys, so it is actually the next day here, and to start off I'm going to go to the dealership, try to order some parts, compare prices. If the price is right, we're going to take it, because the other day I was looking at some prices around, on eBay, some other local stores. So hopefully we can try to get the OEM parts from the dealership for a good price that is, affordable. And then after that, we're going to stop by and go to Home Depot, grab the air compressor, grab the air belt sander, that 1/2 inch, to try and get out those spot welds a bit faster, because that drill bit I feel like is just a bit too slow. But if we get that belt sander, we can just get at each little spot weld and take off that front piece of that frame. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so just before we go, I want to give you a quick update of where we ended off last night. So we pretty much got most of the spot welds drilled out from the top side. I would say about 50%. All we have to do now is get these bottom ones out from this bracket here where the radiator sits, and yeah, should be it really. And then once we get that out, I ordered, or hopefully we can order this part from the dealership, and we'll have it come in, straighten out this back piece here as best as we can, and tack weld it in. And then that belt sander is really going to come in handy with this when we start trying to weld this together and try to have it sand it down, fit the body lines. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're finally back from the dealership. We just came home. We also stopped by Harbor Freight and we picked up a air belt sander, but unfortunately our compressor isn't just big enough to keep it continuous running. So we're gonna have to get a bigger air compressor for that, but in the meantime we're just gonna keep drilling out the holes just not to waste time. And so we got a quote from the dealership with all the parts that we need, and the total was $1,900. But these were just the MSRP prices. Prices vary online, so what we're gonna have to do is go online and check prices, find what's cheaper on eBay or at the SubaruParts.com, because it differs from actually going in store and buying it for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I think other than that, we can just go ahead and start working on the car. Go ahead, try to knock out the rest of that bracket there, and yeah, let's get right to it. Alright guys, so it's actually the next day here. We ended up working super late last night. As you can see here, we took out that whole lower tie bar, and we straightened out this other piece, this radiator support bracket here that sits behind that, or the radiator support bracket's right here. This is the piece behind it, the actual frame rail. So yeah, the structure piece that holds it. We straightened it out as best as we could. You know, it's not perfect exactly, but once we get that other piece in, we'll know exactly where to put what's what and what goes where. We'll be able to clamp it down, tack weld it in, you know, align it as I'll do our spot welds. But in the next video, we're going to be working on is this rocker panel here. We already found a piece, so we're going to be working on that. We got some big news. We ordered all of our parts already. It turns out that Toyota dealership parts are almost like cheaper than eBay parts and Subaru parts combined. So we saved over $1,000 of parts. Real section right here. It was $100 on Subaru. Then we found it $80 on eBay or something, and then $60 on Toyota. So like, it's just, you're saving so much money, and it's a lot cheaper to get it that way than actually to go to the scrapyard and find it that way and have to, you know, deal with the hassle of actually removing, because all that we did the other day, you have to do that at the junkyard, remove it out. But here it's gonna come just that piece, so all we have to do is just slap it right in and we're good to go. But pretty much that's gonna be it for today's video. If you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to leave a like, consider subscribing, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care and goodbye.